Hi there! In this video, we will discuss the summary of the 33rd chapter of El Filibusterismo, or The Reign of Greed, written by Dr. José Rizal, titled La Última Razón. We will also study the important events, characters, settings, and lessons found in this chapter. Listen and watch carefully, as you will learn a lot from this historical work by Rizal. Let's begin. In this chapter, Simun is preparing to leave with the Captain General, who wants to leave quickly due to fear of being persecuted or facing revenge from people they had wronged. Many rumors surrounded Simun. Some believed he wouldn't dare stay behind because he feared the new general, known for being fair. Others thought he couldn't separate from the Captain General due to their schemes together. Simun called for Basilio and then locked himself in his room, instructing that only Basilio would be allowed to enter. When Basilio arrived, Simun noticed how much the young man had changed. He was thin, untidy, and seemed like a completely different person. Basilio expressed his deep regret for being a bad son and brother, saying he had failed to avenge what happened to his family. Now, he was ready to join Simun's revolutionary plan, a complete reversal from his previous rejection of rebellion. Simun was pleased with Basilio's decision and admitted that it gave him renewed strength to push through with his plan. Simun shared that he had lost hope many times and doubted his mission, but now, nothing could stop him. He showed Basilio a bomb shaped like a pomegranate that contained nitroglycerin. He explained how it would be used during a banquet. When lit and adjusted to control the brightness, it would explode, destroying the place and igniting hidden gunpowder stored in the ceiling and floor. Simun told Basilio that he wouldn't need to assist with the explosion, but would have another important mission. After the explosion, the uprising would begin, led by Simun and Cabezang Tales. Basilio's task would be to lead the unarmed citizens in seizing the weapons stored in Quiroga's warehouses. Basilio would also need to take control of the bridges and set up barricades to support the revolution. Simun declared his unwavering determination. Anyone unwilling to fight would be considered an enemy, and there was no place for cowards. He believed violent change was necessary to build a new society, and bloodshed and death were sacrifices that had to be made. Despite some hesitation, Basilio decided to follow Simun's plan, driven by anger and resentment. Now, let's move on to the important events in this chapter. Simun was set to leave with the Captain General out of fear of retaliation from those they had wronged. Rumors spread about why they were leaving, with some suspecting Simun was afraid of the new, fair-minded general. Simun locked himself in his room and instructed that only Basilio could meet him. When Basilio arrived, Simun saw the dramatic change in him. He seemed hopeless and full of anger. Basilio confessed his regret for being a bad son and brother and declared his readiness to join Simun in seeking revenge. This decision strengthened Simun's resolve to carry out his plans. Simun showed Basilio a pomegranate-shaped bomb containing nitroglycerin and explained how it would be used during a banquet to kill key government officials, signaling the start of the revolution. Simun gave Basilio the task of leading unarmed citizens to seize weapons from Quiroga's warehouses after the explosion. Basilio would also control the bridges and set up barricades to support the uprising. Simun emphasized that drastic changes and sacrifices were necessary to create a new and stronger society, leaving no room for cowards or hesitation. Important characters. Simun, the main character, determined to seek revenge against the oppressors. He planned to use a grenade-like bomb to start the revolution. Captain General. Though not directly appearing in the chapter, he is important as he represents power and corruption. He plans to leave with Simun. Basilio, a former student who once opposed rebellion but changed his mind after experiencing imprisonment and despair. He joined Simun to seek vengeance for his family. Cabezang Tales, a key ally of Simun, who would lead the attack on the city after the explosion. He represents the oppressed seeking justice. Quiroga, though not directly mentioned as a character in this chapter, his warehouses of weapons play a critical role in the revolution. Let us now proceed to the setting of this chapter. The chapter takes place in Simun's house. Here are some of the lessons, messages, or implications shown in this chapter. Anger and revenge can lead to great destruction, not just for enemies, but also for oneself and society. This shows that violent methods can cause more harm than good. Injustice and oppression can drastically change a person's perspective and decisions. For example, Basilio, once peaceful, was driven to join a violent revolution due to deep resentment. Having a clear and just purpose is crucial before taking any action. Acting blindly out of anger and hatred can lead to irrational decisions with harmful consequences for everyone. And that concludes the 33rd chapter of El Filibusterismo, titled La Última Razón. What have you learned from this chapter? Share your answers in the comments. We also encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated with our future videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.